everyone, we're coming from Group 4. In this chunk, we're gonna present to you the material about revising business message. Our members consist of Fauzi Arfan, Bintang Nadifa Akis, Salsabila, and Tiara Rizky Cahya. Here is our learning objectives. First is policing your message by revising for consciousness. Second, improving message clarity. Third, applying document design to enhance readability. Fourth, proofreading to catch errors. Fifth, evaluating the effectiveness of your message. Sixth, case study. And last is summary. Now, let's jump to the material.
A. Policing your message by revising for conciseness. Messages that are written directly and efficiently are easier to read and comprehend. In the revision process, look for a shorter way to say what you mean. Your writing will be more concise if you eliminate flabby expressions, drop unnecessary introductory words, get rid of redundancies, and purge empty words. 1. Cutting flabby expressions. Focus on eliminating flabby expressions. This takes conscious effort, as one expert copy editor observed. Trim sentences, like trim bodies, usually require far more effort than flabby ones. Turning out slim sentences and lean message means that you will strive to trim the fat. 2. Ditching long lead-ins. Concise sentences avoid long lead-ins with unnecessary introductory words. 3. Urging there is or are and it is or was fillers. In many sentences, the expressions that is or are and it is or was function as unnecessary fillers. In addition to taking up space, these fillers delay getting to the point of the sentence. Eliminate them by recasting the sentence. 4. Rejecting redundancies. Expressions that repeat meaning or include unnecessary words are redundant. Excessive adjectives, adverbs, and phrases often create redundancies and wordiness. Redundancies do not add emphasis, as some people think. Instead, they identify a writer as careless. Editing empty words. Familiar phrases roll off the tongue easily, but many contain expandable parts. Be alert to these empty words and phrases. Case, degree, the fact that, factor, exchange, nature, and quality. Also avoid saying that obvious. Look carefully at clauses beginning with that, which, and who. They can often be shortened without loss any clarity. 6. Microblogging and conciseness. Microblogging consists of short message exchange on social media networks such as Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. Businesses are eagerly joining this microblogging network to hear what's being said about them and their products. When they hear complaints, they can respond immediately and often solve customer problems. Companies are also using microblogging to make announcements, promote goodwill, and sell their product.
Improving message clarity. One of the most important tasks in revising is assessing the clarity of your message. A clear message is one that is immediately understood. Employees, customers, and investors increasingly want to be addressed in a clear and genuine way. Fuzzy, long-winded, and unclear writing prevents comprehension. Readers understand better when information is presented clearly and concisely. 1. Keep it short and simple. To achieve clarity, resist the urge to show off or be fancy. 2. Slashing trite business phrases. In an attempt to sound businesslike, some business writers repeat the same style expression that others have used over the years. Your writing will be sound fresher or more vigorous if you eliminate these trite phrases or find more original ways to convey the idea. 3. Cutting cliches. Cliches are expressions that have become exhausted by overuse. Cliches lack not only freshness but also clarity. 4. Scrapping slang and buzzwords. Slang is composed of informal words with arbitrary and extravagantly changed meanings. Slang words quickly go out of fashion because they are no longer appealing when everyone begins to understand them. If you want to sound professional, avoid slangs. 5. Rescuing buried verbs. Buried verbs are those that are needlessly converted to wordy noun expressions. This happens when verbs such as acquire, establish, and develop are made into nouns such as acquisition, establishment, and development. Such nouns often end in "tion," "man," and "ans." Sometimes called zombie nouns because they cannibalize and develop are made into nouns such as acquisition, establishment, and development. Such nouns often end in "tion," "man," and "ans." Sometimes called zombie nouns because they are cannibalized and suck the life out of active verbs. 10. These nouns increase sentence length, slow the reader, and muddy the thought. 6. Restraining exuberance, overuse. However, sounds unbusinesslike. Control your enthusiasm and guard against excessive use.
C. Applying document design to enhance readability. In the revision process, you have a chance to adjust formatting and make other changes so that readers grasp your main points quickly. Employ white space. Empty space on a page is called white space. To increase white space, use headings, bullets or numbered lists, and effective margins. Understanding margins and text alignment. Margins determine the white space on the left, right, top, and bottom of a block of type. They define the reading area and provide important visual relief. Business letters and memos usually have side margins of 1 to 1.5 inches. When right margins are reached, that is, without alignment or justification, they provide more white space and improve readability. Choosing appropriate typeface. All-purpose sans serif and traditional serif typeface are most appropriate for your business message. Generally, use no more than 2 typefaces within one document. Understanding type fonts, size, and listing techniques. Readers are generally most comfortable with 10 to 12 point type for body text. Smaller type enables you to fit more words into a space. Tiny type, however, makes text look dense and unappealing. Slightly larger types makes material more readable. Overly large type, 40 points or more, looks amateurish and out of place for body text in business message. Larger type, however, is appropriate for headings. Numbering and bulleting lists for quick comprehension. Follow these techniques to make your list look professional. Number list, used for items that represent a sequence or reflects a numbering system. Bullet list, used to highlight items that don't necessarily show a chronology. Capitalization, capitalize the initial word of each line. Punctuation, add and punctuation only if the list items are complete sentence. Parallelism, make all the lines consistent. For example, start each with a verb. Adding headings for visual impact. Main heading, subheadings, and category headings can also improve readability in emails, memos, and letters. The following example, they are used with bullets to summarize categories. Category headings, attracting applicants. We advertise for qualified applicants, and we also encourage current employees to recommend good people. Interview applicants. Our specialized interviews include simulated customer encounters as well as scrutiny by supervisors. Checking reference. We investigate every applicant thoroughly. We contact former employers and all leads reference.
D. Proofreading to catch errors. The real problem in the revising process is not finding and correcting the problem. Documents with errors affect your credibility and the success of your organization. That's why it's important to look for specific problem areas. What to watch for in proofreading. Careful proofreaders check for problems in the following areas. First, spelling. Second, grammar. Third, punctuation. Fourth, names and numbers. And lastly, format. How to proofread routine documents. Most routine documents require a light proofreading. Search for easily confused words, such as to for to and then for done. Read for missing words and inconsistencies. For handwritten or print message, use standard proofreading marks. For digital documents and collaborative projects, use the simple word processing tools such as Strike-Through and Color. How to proofread complex documents. First, print a copy, preferable double-spaced, and set it aside for at least a day. You will be more alert after a breather. Second, allow adequate time to proofread carefully. A common excuse for sloppy proofreading is lack of time. Third, be prepared to find errors. You can overcome this obstacle by anticipating errors and congratulating, not criticizing yourself each time you find one. Read the message at least twice, once for word meaning and once for grammar and mechanics. Reduce your reading speed. Concentrate on individual words rather than ideas. For documents that must be perfect, unless a proofreading body. Have someone read the message aloud. Spell names and difficult words, note capitalization, and read punctuation. Lastly, use the standard proofreading marks on the Appendix C to indicate change.
Study case. Our case titled Batik Air menolak perubahan nama penumpang yang salah karena autotext pada saat booking. This case occurred because a passenger entered the wrong names as a result of the autotext feature on his mobile phone keyboard when booking tickets in one booking code. This case is a small example of how important it is to revise, check and recheck everything related to writing activities. Try to always revise your writing before sending it. Summary. Revision is a must in the context of nonverbal communication, especially when it comes to business messages. This is important to avoid miscommunication and misunderstanding between the company and the client. Make sure to take the time to revise your message to improve its conciseness, clarity, and readability. Use white space, margins, and text alignment, typeface, number and bullet lists appropriately so that the client can capture the purpose of the letter and make your business letter look more formal and professional.